Look how beautiful this card is. All right, shout out to RJ Clifford MMA. This dude posted this. And he said UFC 327 is the deepest UFC card since UFC 300. And I'm not going to lie to you, I agree. I 1,000% agree. UFC quarter 1 2026 has been dog shit. Garbage. Okay, Patty Pimblett main event, by the way. Okay. Patty Pimblett main event, by the way. Absolute garbage. Matchmaking subpar, right? This is Yuri getting put down. You're just rage baiting. You're literally rage baiting. A lot of washed fighters on that list. No, but it's all bangers. Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico is a cut fight. Like, whoever loses this is getting out of here. E-Rock, I subbed to YouTube on my phone account and my school Chromebook account. That's the energy I like. That's the energy I like. Why everyone acting like Roundtree wasn't touching him up? Roundtree was touching Yuri up, but Yuri is just a different breed. Roundtree gas and no punch power like Ulberg. You're sick. You're sick. You're nuts. Cub Swanson versus Nate the Train Landwehr is an absolute banger, and I got Nate. I'm lying? Yes, you are. You're lying. He went to decision with Volkan. No, not Volkan. Where is he? Carlos Ulberg is a bum. He went to decision, yeah, with Volkan Ozdemir. LOL. 13-1. 13-1, by the way. 4 of his wins have gone to decision, right? Jiri Prochazka is 32-5. 1 win has gone to decision. 1 fight in general has gone to decision. You're sick. You think Carlos Ulberg has punching power because he put down half alive Dominic Reyes? Are we being serious? Oh, maybe because he put out Alonzo Menafield. Okay. And how is Alonzo Menafield's career going right now? UFC 327 is a banger. Paulo Costa moving up to light heavyweight to fight Azamat. If Paulo Costa... I'm going to level with you guys. If Paulo Costa loses this fight, if he sits there and acts like he is half awake in the fight and is like barely in it and just standing in the center, not chasing, not doing anything, I am going to be throwing things. I will be enraged. Okay, I don't know what I might do. If Paulo Costa does not go out there and get a vicious knockout over Azamat, I am going to be DMing Paulo Costa every day. I'll be writing him a note on Twitter every day, adding him on Instagram. I will become a Paulo Costa hater because this is just sickening. The career trajectory Paulo Costa has been on in the past however many years since Israel Adesanya did that, I am just sick. I am honestly just sick. Azamat first round KO easy, boys, stop. Cut it out. Cut it out. Paulo Costa is going to spinning heel kick Azamat's out of shape ass into orbit. Costa's so mid, never recovered from the hump. Very true. Very true, boys. But Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker? Glass Cannon versus Glass Cannon? I'm going Johnny Walker flying knee. Johnny Walker flying knee all day. Curtis Blades versus Josh Hokit is a banger, even though it's a little bit of a jump up in competition. You know what I mean? You're fighting unranked cans to going out there and fighting rank 6, rank 5 Curtis Blades. I get it though. The heavyweight division needs to be revamped. And honestly, I got Josh Hokit here. I do. I know Curtis Blades is a crafty vet, and he does his thing, and he's a fantastic wrestler and jiu-jitsu practitioner, but he can't string a fucking sentence together. All respect to the man, and I think one punch from Josh Hokit, one overhand right, will put him down. Okay? I think Curtis Blades got his life forever changed by Derek Lewis, and after that, shit hasn't been the same. White House card is better than this? No, it's not. I don't think so. Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Even if that was just the main event and we didn't get Jiri Ulberg, I would say this is better than the White House. What? Hoke has 0 one-shot KO power? Okay. Okay. Just to remind you, he won his last fight, like first round KO, TKO. Granted, it was a can. Granted, it was against a can. Yeah, round 1 KO, round 1 KO, round 2 KO, round 1 KO, round 1 choke, round 1 KO, round 1 armbar, round 1 triangle. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? It wasn't even a TKO. He quit. I don't remember Denzel Friedman throwing in the towel. I remember Denzel Friedman going to fucking sleep. That wasn't a TKO. He gave up. Did we watch the same fight? Did he give up? Oh, true via middle finger. He sat down. Very true. That is a TKO, though. If you cannot continue, it's a TKO. It's a technical knockout. If you could not continue, it is a knockout. But even if that fight like was corner stoppage or like refusal to leave the stool, whatever, all of his other fights have also ended in finish. Round 1 knockout, round 2 knockout, round 1 knockout, round 1 choke, round 1 knockout, round 1 armbar. Like, not gonna lie, I got mutuals with Hoke and ABQ, and he's low-key a failed fitness influencer / street interviewer. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All these are against nobodies, man? That's true. Listen, that is true. That is true. But Curtis Blades is Curtis Blades. Okay, and now, yes, I know he is only lost to the cream of the crop of talent in Tom Aspinall and Sergey Pavlovich and Derek Lewis, even though Derek Lewis rearranged his brain chemistry. But, boys, Curtis Blades is 35 years old. Now, I know for heavyweights, they could sit there and go on till they're about like 45, all right? But Curtis Blades has taken some serious goddamn damage. Not even memeing. I'm not even memeing. Curtis Blades has taken some serious goddamn damage. I don't think he survives in there with Josh Hoke. I don't. I believe. I bought into the gimmick. I've bought into the Josh Hoke gimmick, and I'm not even ashamed to say that. Okay? We have bought into the Josh Hoke gimmick. That's a fact. I got Josh Hoke beating Curtis Blades, boys. All right? I have Tatsuro Taira beating the brakes off of Joshua Van, like viciously. Like viciously, like not even anything to just viciously. It's going to be brutal. Hoke made it to the NFL. Blades couldn't. NFL math works in MMA. I like that. I like that. Did he freedom. That's a good idea. Now that's critical thinking. But I got Tatsuro Taira over Joshua Van. I mean, I really do. And obviously I have Jiri Prochazka decimating Carlos Ulberg. Carlos Ulberg, by the way, I know I said this earlier, but I'm just going to restate it. Carlos Ulberg is New Zealander, right? He's from New Zealand. He main evented a card in Australia, and he has so little star power that the UFC had to drop tickets down to around $30-something. And this is who they match up with Jiri? Okay. All right. I'll give it to him. But UFC 327, boys. It's a banger. Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque. What is this, like 2, 3? They fought before, no? Kelvin Gastelum. Excuse Iraq. Damn, no. No. Is the Netflix card $80 a ticket? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be free to stream, just like how the Jake Paul fights and everything else was on the Netflix card. Iraq Prime Musani versus Chimaev. Who you got? I got Musani. Genuinely, after beating Reyes, that's what I'm saying. This is who they feed to Yuri, by the way. You beat Dominic Reyes, they're like, you're good to go. Big Ankh dessert. Taira says the Paper Dragon. Big Ankh deserved it more than Borberg. Are you talking about Hamzat Chimaev? I'm trying to decode that message. Have you peeped Strickland Training with Alex? Yes, I have. No Ronda said $88 a ticket to see a live. Oh, yes. I did see that. I think that's going to be up in the bleachers, though. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's still a fantastic price. Literally a fantastic price. All right. Boring Ulberg Borberg. That's fair.